Okay, right now we are going to have a lesson on linking and embedding. Now, I'd like you to pretend that this deck of Uno cards are all of the slides from your slideshow. And you've got them all nicely bundled up because as soon as you save them, PowerPoint puts a rubber band on them and calls it a PPTX. You then save it in your My Documents. Okay? Everything is wonderful and fine. You open up your file again, your PPTX, and you want to put in some pictures. So you got a couple pictures here. Yeah, they're all different. And so you add those in, and everything is still good and fine. And so they go back in. You've saved it. You pull it back out. And you're looking at it, and PowerPoint's just doing just fine here. And then you decide, oh, I'm going to, because your slideshow is about an adventure of cutting wood out in the wilderness. And so you have a sound. You have the sound, the buzzsaw from the chainsaw. Okay, so you have a sound. And you put that in to your PowerPoint, but it's actually too big. It doesn't fit. So what PowerPoint does is it puts both of these items in separately into your folder. Okay? So it's in your folder, and just a side note, make sure it's in really near the folder. It can be no more than one folder away from your PPTX. So they're both in there. And then you decide you're going to add a video. Let's see if I can get this to come up. And so you have a video. Okay, cannot be played at the moment. Okay, but you have a video and you're going to play it. And you attach it and you say, okay, I've inserted it into my PowerPoint, but once again, it's too big. Whoa, wait a second. Well, with PowerPoint, you do have the option that you can increase the size that it allows in your folder, and so you could technically get that to go, but you got to be real careful because if it's too big, PowerPoint says, no, too big. I'm leaving you out and I'm leaving you separate. So that leaves us with our video and sound and our pictures and our slideshow all in the same place. And they're all in here and they're fine and dandy. And I want to go somewhere. If all I take is my PPTX, this is all I'm taking. And off I go, and what's not coming with me? What is not coming with me are my sounds and my video, because they're still here. Now, you say, oh, well then let's take the folder. So we take the folder, and we go, and we get there, and what you will find is PowerPoint. Let's see, this is your computer, and you're leaving your computer here, and so PowerPoint takes these, and it gets to the next location, and it says, okay, I see this, and I see these, but they're not together. They don't relate. So you can play your slideshow, but it won't play the sound, and it won't play your video. So that's not cool. That's not what you want. You want to be able to open up your slideshow, have it play, have your images all show, and your sound play, and your video play. But that's not going to happen unless you package this or turn it into a slideshow. A slideshow is your PPSX. This is your PPTX, and the PPSX can bundle up all of this to an extent. If you want to be absolutely sure, you want to see, the reason this doesn't go with it is because it is linked. It just has a connection. So you need to package everything together. Now, by packaging, what happens is PowerPoint takes and it goes, oh, I've got the slides, I've got the images. I'm going to take this and I'm going to take your video and your sound, and I'm going to put them all together into a folder. And that folder, you can pick up and take that entire folder with you. And because I'm going to also include in that a viewer. And this is a little kaleidoscope, so it's a viewer. And that allows you to see everything together because the viewer will remember where everything is at. And as long as everything's in that folder, you're fine. Now, when I need you to submit all of this to Blackboard, Blackboard only allows you to submit one file. If you submit a viewer by itself, it won't play. If you submit the PPTX by itself, it won't play. If you submit the video by itself and this, even though they're separate items and you're submitting them all to me, the links are broken because they're not embedded. Only the things that are embedded will play. And these two items, your sounds and your video, are not embedded. Now, some sounds can be embedded, but absolutely no videos will ever, ever, ever be embedded. So, I package these for CD or for file. I have you package them for file, and that puts them into a folder. Now, I need you to zip that folder and by compressing it. When you compress that folder, which is a right click, then you have everything in one file. Now you pick this up and you submit this to me on Blackboard, and I have everything in that file. Now, let's go over to let's go over to my computer, and let's walk you through those steps on the computer.